What if I told you that Robert Kiyosaki discovered a single strategy that can transform your financial life in just 6 months? And what if this strategy goes against everything you've been taught about money?
Let me tell you something that completely changed my approach to money. 13 years ago, I picked up Rich Dad, Poor Dad with about $3,000 in my savings account and zero financial education. I thought I was being responsible by keeping my money safe in the bank. Then, Kiyosaki said something that hit me like a brick. The poor and middle class work for money. The rich have money work for them. I decided to apply his exact 180-day system. 6 months later, I had my first rental property generating passive income and a completely different relationship with money. But I almost quit on day 67 when I made a mistake that nearly cost me everything.
By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why the wealthy operate by completely different rules. And more importantly, how you can start using these same rules that transformed my financial life.
If you're interested in learning more about real estate investing,
I recommend checking out The Millionaire Real Estate Investor by Gary Keller. It's the exact playbook that taught me how to analyze my first deal 13 years ago. I've put the link in the description for you to check it out.
here's what most people get wrong about money.
They think it's about working harder or getting a better job. But Kiyosaki reveals something shocking in his book. The rich don't focus on making money at all. Instead, they focus on developing what he calls financial intelligence. And this intelligence can be built in just 180 days if you know his exact framework.
Think about this for a moment.
Every self-made millionaire started with the same 24 hours in a day that you have. The difference isn't luck or connections. It's how they think about money fundamentally differently than everyone else. Today, I'm breaking down Kiyosaki's exact blueprint that separates the wealthy from the struggling. The first pillar will completely change how you view your career. In his book, Kiyosaki shares how he deliberately took a lower-paying job at Xerox to learn sales skills. This decision seemed crazy to everyone around him, but it laid the foundation for his future business empire. As he puts it, I recommend to young people to seek work for what they will learn, more than what they will earn. Here's Kiyosaki's key insight that changes everything. Never work just to earn money. Work to learn skills that will make you much more money later. This means choosing opportunities based on the experience you'll gain, not the immediate paycheck. When you shift this mindset, every job becomes an investment in your future earning potential.
But here's where it gets powerful.
Kiyosaki emphasizes embracing challenges rather than avoiding them. Each problem you solve increases your financial intelligence exponentially. The bigger the problem, the more valuable the experience becomes. This is why successful entrepreneurs often have stories of overcoming massive obstacles.
The second pillar might surprise you.
Because it's about becoming financially defensive. In Cash Flow Quadrant, Kiyosaki warns that the financial world is filled with predators designed to separate you from your money. Picture this. Banks offer you tiny interest rates while lending your money out at much higher rates. They profit from the spread, and you get the crumbs. This extends to financial advisors and brokers who often lack real-world experience. Many give outdated advice based on old financial rules. Kiyosaki's solution is radical self-reliance. As he states, the single most powerful asset we all have is our mind. If it is trained well, it can create enormous wealth.
Here's the harsh truth Kiyosaki reveals.
In our current system, most people profit from your financial ignorance. The only protection is becoming financially educated enough that no one can take advantage of you. This means learning about taxes, investments, and financial strategies yourself.
The third pillar
Revolves around what Kiyosaki calls paying yourself first. It's impossible to build wealth if you spend everything you earn, regardless of income level. But his approach to budgeting is unlike anything traditional advisors teach.
Instead of cutting out all enjoyment, Kiyosaki recommends making asset acquisition your top priority.
Here's his tracking method that works like a crystal ball. Write down every expense and categorize it as either an asset or a liability. People who spend the majority of their money on assets inevitably become wealthy. Those who spend primarily on liabilities remain broke. But here's Kiyosaki's most counterintuitive advice. Your assets should pay for your liabilities. Want something expensive like a nice car? Calculate the total cost. Then create an income-producing asset that generates enough money to cover those expenses first. This way, you enjoy life while your assets grow simultaneously. If you're finding this valuable, hit that like button and subscribe, because what I'm about to share next is Kiyosaki's most controversial investment advice. The fourth pillar focuses on investment strategy, but not the traditional approach most advisors recommend. In Rich Dad's Guide to Investing, Kiyosaki cautions against limiting yourself to conventional investments like savings accounts or bonds. Instead, he advocates for three primary categories that have created more millionaires than any other approach. Real estate investment provides steady passive income through rental payments while appreciating over time. Securities and stocks, when properly researched, can build portfolios that generate income and grow substantially. Business investments offer the highest potential returns because you control the outcome. Kiyosaki's critical factor in successful investing is education. As he puts it, the more a person seeks security, the more that person gives up control over their life. You must understand financial markets and risk management before putting money at stake. This knowledge becomes your greatest competitive advantage. The fifth pillar might be the most important in our information age. Kiyosaki learned the importance of information management during his military service in Vietnam, where he processed classified intelligence. He discovered that knowing how to analyze information correctly determines success in any field, especially finance. Here's Kiyosaki's filtering system for separating valuable information from noise. Ask yourself, is it relevant to your goals? Is the source reliable and experienced? Is this fact or opinion? Can it be verified? Does it align with current market trends? The ability to identify cycles and trends allows you to anticipate market movements and make strategic decisions while others react emotionally. This skill alone can dramatically improve your investment returns and protect you from major financial losses. But here's what ties all five pillars together into Kiyosaki's complete system. You must develop these areas simultaneously rather than focusing on one at a time. Financial intelligence is holistic. Each element reinforces the others. Trying to build wealth with only one or two pillars will ultimately fail. And there's one final ingredient that Kiyosaki says no amount of financial intelligence can replace: courage. In his words, the primary difference between a rich person and a poor person is how they manage fear. Every wealthy person has demonstrated courage to take action despite uncertainty, criticism, and potential failure. Kiyosaki treats financial management as a passion, not a chore. He genuinely enjoys learning about money, investments, and business strategies. This enthusiasm fuels continuous education and drives the search for new opportunities constantly. If you only remember one thing from this video, let it be this: protect your money by educating yourself. Track expenses and prioritize asset acquisition. Start investing in real estate, securities, or business ventures, and develop your information analysis skills for better financial decisions. And if you want to learn a proven step-by-step plan on how to start investing in 2026, watch this video next.